The Simpsons. We all know The Simpsons. We've loved The Simpsons, we've hated The Simpsons. But The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror premieres every single October just about. It started in season 2 in 1990 on October the 25th. The very first Treehouse of Horror episode from The Simpsons, created by Matt Groening. It's a trilogy of tales, normally told, different stories, different themes, and these earlier episodes were actually quite eerie, and I thought they were quite scary, especially seeing it in animated form as well. The very first episode had Bad Dreamhouse, in which the Simpsons are moving into a mansion or something along the lines of that, and the wolves start bleeding. They were going at each other with knives, sort of thing, and some of these episodes were actually cut for British TV, sort of thing, for prime time. Really quite an edge, actually, if you think about it. This was 1990. The episodes were quite eerie. Bleeding walls, the showing of knives and stuff like that was like uncalled for, well, unseen really, especially in this day and age and stuff like that. Animation's kind of like gone to the Pixar realms and Disney and stuff like that. Then we move on to Hungry Are the Damned, in the first episode of Treehouse of Horror, in which the Simpsons family are kidnapped by aliens and basically threatened to be eaten until Lisa figures out their secret, sort of thing, and they return to Earth. And then we've got The Raven, in which the classic Edgar Allan Poe story is told with Homer, and the voiceover, that voiceover as well, that used to really, I used to think that was really, it was quite these gothic visuals and stuff like that. The Treehouse of Horror episodes, just in general, just quite creepy and eerie. Again, all these episodes were in sets of threes, as in like 3 short stories in an episode, sort of thing. And these all started in 1990. And the latest one in 2017, we got to Treehouse of Horror number 28, I believe. There's been one every single year, starting from season number 2, sort of thing. And I'm just trying to reel off some of my favourite ones, like Dials F Zombies, and like the zombies after brains, and they don't want Homo because obviously he hasn't got a brain, sort of thing. And he kills the zombie Flanders, sort of thing, and he kills, and he didn't realise he was a zombie, and he was like, he was a zombie. Homer was like, Flanders was a zombie. More comic stuff. And then they had like, later on, they had like Terror at 5.5 feet, in which Bart Simpson's on his way to school on the bus, and they rip off pay homage to the Twilight Zone and stuff like that, with like a gremlin on the side of the bus instead of like William Shatner being terrorised by the gremlin on the plane wing, sort of thing. And great stuff. Bart Simpson's Dracula, even that was a mini episode in Treehouse of Horror 4, the last story. Moving on to Treehouse of Horror 5. I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'm just going to reel off some of my favourite ones. The Shining, they rip off The Shining and stuff like that, and that was cut up as well, because you had like groundskeeper Willie trying to save the family, and the use of axes and stuff like that. We move on to Treehouse of Horror number 6, Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace. Basically, groundskeeper Willie's back, but he's like playing the Freddy Krueger character, sort of thing, and haunting Bart and Lisa in the dreams, and it's up to Maggie to try and save them and stuff like that. As they went on, they got a bit lackluster, maybe just running out of ideas and stuff like that, but you had stuff like Homerzilla. You know I love Godzilla, but this, like, Homerzilla was kind of like too cliched in its humour, sort of thing, but I recommend you should check out definitely some of the earlier episodes in the first 10 seasons at least. they were some of the better ones, I thought, anyway. Night of the Dolphin, check that one out as well. That was a pretty cool one as well, and that's in season number. Well, it was released in November 1st, 2000. Just check on Wikipedia. And Treehouse of Horror number 11, Night of the Dolphin. I thought that was a pretty good bleak episode, and some of these episodes can be quite bleak and stuff like that. But enjoy Treehouse of Horror. It's just a quick little retrospective I'm looking at this Halloween season sort of thing. So, The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror, can't go wrong.